Today I will be doing a book review on the Harlem Hellfighters, a graphic novel published on April 1st, 2014 by author Max Brooks with illustrations done by Cannon White, based on a true group of African American soldiers who fought during World War I. Their regiment was the 369th Infantry Regiment, which consisted of almost all African American soldiers. They were a diverse group of men from different backgrounds, classes, and cultures. This regiment suffered from a lot of segregation, especially from their own government and fellow white American soldiers. They were sent to fight alongside the French army where they began basic training, where strict discipline and education came into the works of everything. The French did not look at these African American soldiers by the color of their skin, only by their abilities in combat. The French provided them with everything they needed, including weapons and necessary supplies. Many French soldiers became very close friends with the African American soldiers, and some continued their friendships even after the war. The Hellfighters became very skilled fighters, becoming the regiment with the longest amount of time in the trenches at war, a record of 191 days, and earned themselves the French Croix de Guerre, the highest award recognition from the French army for outstanding valor. The Harlem Hellfighters' greatest accomplishment was being the first U.S. regiment, specifically the only African American regiment, to have crossed the Rhine River into Germany, an accomplishment which would help the U.S. Army have the advantage in the war. One member of the Hellfighters, Henry Johnson, was the first African American soldier to have received the Croix de Guerre for single-handedly taking on German soldiers while attempting to save another soldier's life, causing him to receive multiple injuries but was successful in sending Germans away from continuing their attack at that moment. The Harlem Hellfighters received their name Hellfighters from the Germans because of their combat methods, as well as the nickname Men of Bronze from the French. As for the theme which is explored in the book, we can see just how much perseverance was part of all of this because no matter how bad the racism got, no matter how detrimental the war was, they continued to fight on until achieving what no one else could. This is something of which many people can learn from perseverance and learn to use it in every task of their lives. Because with perseverance, people can have a much greater chance of achieving much more in their lives in order to provide themselves with all of the necessaries of life and much more. Overall, this book gave me some great insight on more unknown history from World War One that has helped me to better understand our own country and just how hard it has been for the African American community all around. Personally, I had never read any sort of comics outside of the Marvel franchise, and taking the time to read this comic, which was recommended from one of my teachers, it's come to be something that I enjoyed, and because of that, I look forward to reading more books from this author, such as The Zombie Survival Guide and the very well known World War Z. Thank you.